In this world, few individuals have etched their names into the eternal stones of time as ancient leaders. Today we'll embark on a journey through time, exploring the lives, accomplishments, and unwavering spirits of 7 such figures who shaped the ancient world with their wisdom, might, and occasionally, their ruthlessness. Born in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia in 356 BCE, Alexander III, later known as Alexander the Great, would become one of history's most eminent conquerors. His ambition propelled him across the known world, creating a colossal empire from the rugged terrains of Greece to the enigmatic realms of India. The son of King Philip II, Alexander was a pupil of the venerable philosopher Aristotle, fostering a keen intellect and an insatiable curiosity. Ascending to the throne in 336 BCE amid political tumult, Alexander embarked on military campaigns that are echoed as legends in the corridors of time. His conquests unfolded a confluence of cultures, birthing the Hellenistic period, which sowed the seeds for remarkable advancements in various disciplines, from science to art. His appetite for expansion knew no boundaries, forging an empire that whispered tales of unimaginable riches and unmatched power. Despite his sudden and mysterious death in 323 BCE, Alexander's legacy endures, inspiring generations with his boundless aspirations and unyielding spirit. Ramses II was that kind of king, ruling ancient Egypt for a really long time and doing some amazing things while he was at it. He was not just a strong warrior king, but he also loved to build big and impressive things. He made sure that Egypt enjoyed a time of peace and prosperity, where people lived well and the arts and culture blossomed. People remember Ramses II for the giant statues he built, like the ones at Abu Simbel. These huge stone figures stand tall in the deserts of Egypt, reminding everyone who passes by about the powerful king and the advanced society he led. He even built a whole city named Ramses, which became a busy and important place during his time, filled with beautiful buildings, temples, and statues. Ramses wanted to make sure that people would remember him for thousands of years. Today, his impressive buildings and statues still stand in Egypt, telling stories of the great king who built them, and of a time when Egypt was a superpower in the ancient world, rich in culture and knowledge. The founder of the Achaemenid Empire, Cyrus, was not merely a conqueror, but a benevolent ruler, offering religious and cultural freedom to the territories under his dominion. He didn't just want to conquer and control places, he wanted to make sure everyone lived peacefully under his rule. Cyrus did something quite rare back in those days. He allowed the people in his empire to follow their own beliefs and customs, even if they were different from his own. This meant that people could pray in the way they wanted, celebrate their own special holidays, and live their lives in a way that made sense to them. This was a big deal because, in many empires, the leaders wanted everyone to follow the same rules and the same way of life. People from different lands with various traditions and beliefs felt safe and respected under Cyrus's rule. It was like a big, diverse family where everyone was different but still got along. This helped the empire to be stable, rich, and happy because the people didn't have to fight against being forced to change their ways. Cyrus's wise and kind rule has made him a beloved figure in history, remembered as a great leader who brought different people together in harmony. From bloodthirsty conqueror to benevolent ruler, Asoka's transformation and adoption of Buddhism post the Kalinga War marked a profound shift in ancient India. In the early days of his rule, he was known to be fierce and would often go into battle, wanting to expand his kingdom even more. One of the biggest wars he fought was called the Kalinga War. The Kalinga War was really violent and caused a lot of pain and suffering. After witnessing all the sadness and destruction that happened because of the fighting, something changed in Asoka's heart. This is when Asoka discovered Buddhism, a belief system that talks a lot about being kind, peaceful, and not hurting others. The change in Asoka was huge. He went from being a king who used violence to get what he wanted, to a king who wanted to rule with kindness and consideration for others. He began spreading messages of love, kindness, and ethical living all throughout his kingdom, even having these principles written on big rocks and pillars for everyone to see and learn from. In the vibrant city of Athens, during a period known as the Golden Age, there lived a leader named Pericles, whose vision and wisdom transformed his homeland into a beacon of culture and intellect. Imagine a city where theaters, temples, and statues were not just structures but symbols of the cultural zenith. And that's the Athens Pericles cultivated. He didn't just lead. He envisioned a society where people had the voice to speak, vote, and shape their destiny, planting the seeds of democracy. Moreover, his keen patronage of the arts enabled artists, playwrights, and philosophers like Socrates to explore and express without hindrance. Pericles strongly believed in the power of the people and the potency of culture to elevate society. His ideals and efforts forged a pathway for the flourishing of thoughts, debates, and artistic expressions that transcended Athenian society, to become a pivotal reference in our modern discourse about governance, society, and culture. In an era where Rome's power was ascending, Hannibal Barcus's military endeavors stand out for their sheer audacity and brilliance. Imagine the sheer will it took to traverse a mammoth army, along with mighty elephants, over the treacherous terrains of the Alps to launch a surprise attack on the Roman Republic. His tactics, especially during the Battle of Cannae, are often cited in military academies today, demonstrating the utilization of intelligent strategy against overpowering odds. But beyond the battlefield, Hannibal was also a leader who could inspire loyalty and fervor among his men, leading them through impossible conditions and against a superior foe. He didn't just conquer Rome, but engraved a narrative of fearlessness and strategic acumen that transcended his mortal life. Hannibal's story echoes through millennia, epitomizing the essence of military genius and an undefeatable spirit that dared to challenge the might of Rome. Envision the mighty corridors of ancient Rome, echoing with the chaotic turmoil in the wake of Julius Caesar's assassination. Amidst this upheaval, a strategic and politically astute leader, Augustus, emerged, skillfully navigating through the treacherous political landscapes and ultimately ascending to establish a new epoch in Roman history, the Pax Romana. This period, named after him, signifies Roman peace and stands out as an era where the swords of war were sheathed and a relative tranquility enveloped the vast Roman territories. But Augustus was more than a mere stabilizer. He was an architect of an empire, crafting structures not just in the physical realm, with monumental advancements in architecture, but also structurally in governance, establishing a system that would endure and sustain for centuries. His leadership brought forth an era that fostered prosperity, allowing arts, culture, and technology to flourish under the stable umbrella of his reign. Navigating through complex alliances, political intrigue, and battles, Augustus not only emerged victorious, but went on to lay down the framework for an empire that would influence civilizations for centuries to come. His reign transformed Rome, crafting a legacy that would resonate through history, embodying strategic leadership and the ushering in of a golden age of stability and development. These ancient leaders, warriors, builders, and strategists each bore the mantle of leadership, wielding power that shaped civilizations, cultures, and history itself. Through battles, constructions, laws, and strategies, they each forged legacies, proving that even amidst the shifting sands of time, their stories endure, continuing to captivate and inspire generations.